Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother I am Nawa Allah from GMS Chicago, and going back to a quick lesson. All right, going into that, you can't add or take away from the scriptures. All right, and I'm gonna first start with Revelations chapter 22, verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And there, you can't lean onto your own understanding and teach the scriptures the way how you want to teach it. You got to teach the scriptures the right way, right? You got to teach the scriptures the right way, how the apostles and on down teach them, right? Which is the 100% truth. Verse 19: If any man shall take, and then if you add or take away from this book, the Lord is gonna add unto you the plagues that are written in this book, as it reads on verse 18. But jumping down to 19, it says, and if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. And if you're a false prophet, right? If you're not teaching the 100% truth, if you're teaching based upon of what you think and feel, all right, you're not of the elect. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And hey, you got a lot of these other camps, right? These false prophets, these false teachers that teach damnable heresies, and they teach these damnable heresies, and they don't really teach what's according to this word, right? And that's because there's no light in them, right? You got those other camps, they teach that TB is not the mark of the beast. They teach that hell is a real place where you burn forever, all right? Those are some examples, of prophets that are teaching. It's like those are examples of false prophets teaching the wrong things, right? Second Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. All right, damnable heresies going into these people's philosophy, what they think and feel. All right, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And there, adding and taking away from the word is a dangerous game to play. All right. Verse 2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways. And you go into that word, pernicious, means destruction. Destroying, utter destruction. All right. By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words shall make merchandise of you. And now you got camps that are still doing that even unto this day, all right, trying to sell this word. But hey, the scripture says, freely ye receive, freely give. All right, you can't sell this word. You can't put a price to this word at all. All right. Once you're given this word, you're supposed to prophesy unto the highways and byways. Right. You're supposed to fish for the elect at the end of the day, and those who receive this word, they have to do the same. But hey, you got camps out there who make merchandise by the scriptures, and hey, that right there is going off. Long the Lord you know put everyone in their lot at the end of the day. Alright, everybody's standing in their lot. And then, all of it is of the Lord's will. According to Matthew chapter 15, verse 14, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So yeah, those who follow, these false prophets' promiscuous ways, alright, you're both gonna fall into a ditch. And hey, the scriptures also say that whosoever perish being innocent. Alright. Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he had spoken a thing, I the Lord had deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as a punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Yeah, that's right. The blind leading the blind, alright, both fall into a ditch. The Lord sets up false prophets to ultimately judge them at the end of the day, and those who follow them too. Alright, because they did Yahushua wrong. And then, all of it is of the Lord's will. But nonetheless, that was it to that lesson. Hope it was edifying, and shalom.